Breaking news just into Fox Sports 1. The UFC has stripped Jon Jones of his light heavyweight title and suspended him indefinitely. We welcome in UFC President Dana White.
He's disappointed, but it is what it is. It was the decision we had to make. You know what they say, the show goes on. Daniel Cormier's the type of guy, as soon as he heard it, he said, I'm ready and put me in. I want this opportunity, and was beyond pumped.
We all have to walk to the octagon knowing that it's our time and this opportunity was presented to us for a reason. We have to take advantage of it.
I just want to fight for the belt. I don't care who's across the cage from me. I'm going to fight them the same way I fight everybody. It doesn't matter once that cage door is closed behind us.
You know, that championship is what drives me.
Daniel Cormier will, without a doubt, be the toughest guy Rumble Johnson has ever faced. Cormier is an Olympic-level athlete. He is a guy that has unparalleled wrestling skill.
Daniel's hardcore. He fought Jon Jones and he fought him 5 rounds. That says a lot. And I have nothing but respect for him.
Rumble right now is one of the most terrifying guys in the UFC. The way he went after Alexander Gustafsson, the way he took apart Minotauro Nogueira.
I think he's a phenomenal fighter. He's got a good wrestling base and he's got just jarring power in his hands. But, I mean, I fought at heavyweight for a long time. Everybody hits hard. I think a lot of it's perception. You know, a lot of times people buy into what's perceived to be.
I mean, if he wants to think that way, let him think that way. At the end of the day, it comes down to who wants it the most.
I truly believe I'm gonna win.
I think I have all the tools to beat him.
It will be a lifetime goal that's finally been accomplished.
I'm here to win titles.
You may as well pack that belt up. Send it to me.
Embrace the grind. Two-time Olympian, highly decorated collegiate wrestler at Oklahoma State, Daniel Cormier, 15-1 in his mixed martial arts career, gets a second shot at UFC gold.
A second shot right after his first shot with the sting of defeat fresh on his mind, and an opportunity at redemption. This is a huge, huge moment for him, and he intends to grasp it. And as we said before, in this camp, got to train with Cain Velasquez, one of the most important components of his success as an athlete. There's two things that have to be established in this fight for Daniel Cormier to win. One, that he can stand with Rumble Johnson and land shots and get Rumble's respect, and two, that he can use his wrestling skills. We saw Rumble and Phil Davis. Phil Davis was unable to take Rumble to the ground. He was unable to really get any successful techniques off. DC can't make those mistakes. He can't let Rumble get confident, and he's got to grind him out. He's got to push him. He's got to instigate the clinch. He's got to get him up against the cage, and if he can, he's got to get him down.
5 months ago, he fought Jon Jones. Daniel Cormier said, in this fight against Anthony Johnson, I cannot be lazy. I need to continue to impress. I need to continue to pressure him. I need to grind him into the cage, wear him down, beat him up, and leave with the belt. DC, Daniel Cormier. to fight once again for the light heavyweight belt.
They say, baby, how you do it? Never question greatness. Never question greatness. Tell them never question greatness. I just do it. I'm so high, I feel weightless. All my shoulders are courageous. Like, I'm on it till I make it. I'm on it till I make it. I'm a cake and eat it too. I'm on a bakery and see later. All I've been doing is celebrating. I don't even know what I'm celebrating. I know why you ain't celebrating. Cause you ain't celebrating. They got this catching cases while we out here catching breaks. And I'm gonna show it if I wait it. Show it if I wait it. You can step up here and see this. Cause I can't take it. You see me in it.
It is absolutely remarkable the difference between Rumble now and Rumble in 170. Not just in his performances, but also in his demeanor, in his confidence, the way he carries himself. He is an important story, an important lesson for young fighters that cut too much weight. The point of diminishing returns, when you weaken your body to the point where being the big guy in the room doesn't help you. Rumble's that guy. And the moment he stopped doing that was the moment he showed true greatness. I can remember Rashad Evans telling me about him, about how good he had gotten. And Rashad was just shocked at how spectacular this young guy was. He's like, this guy is kicking my ass in the gym on a daily basis. And I'm fighting light heavyweight. He was giving it up to him, and Rashad is a very honest guy in that sense. Rumble Johnson of today is a totally different guy. A destroyer at 205. One of the most dangerous power strikers ever. And when you think about the fact that he started out at 170, it really boggles the mind.
8-year UFC veteran, this his second run. And he has reached the pinnacle. An opportunity to fight for the title for the first time in his career. Rumble steps into our DraftKings prep point. DraftKings, the official daily fantasy sports partner of the UFC. Go to DraftKings.com to claim your free entry. Actually fought Vitor Belfort back in 2012. UFC 142, that was his last fight when he was diminished, as you said, Joe. Since that time, since the move to the new weight class, he is 9-0. He was preparing for John Jones. His camp basically said they didn't really change their game plan or preparation for Daniel Cormier. Anthony Rumble Johnson. Our tale of the tape for this, our main event of the evening, is brought to you by Monster Energy. Unleash the beast. That's what Rumble has been, 31 years old. Cormier, 5 years his elder. Rumble, 3 inches taller. He will have a 5.5-inch reach advantage.